Welcome back, guys, and with this welcome I also want to give you an apology for my very dark and maybe grainy and low quality video, but that's all fault on me because I live in a place where it's dark during winter all day, every day, and also I haven't gotten to buying like a lighting setup, so that's completely my fault, and I know I have to do it in the near future, but I just can't get myself to do it, but that's my problem. By the title of this video, you all already know that I am finally making a part 4 for judging my viewers' tattoos. So ever since the last video of me judging your tattoos, I did create a subreddit where you can submit your tattoos, and with submitting your tattoos, you allow me to go ahead, look at them, and judge them in one of these videos. Since it is such a highly requested thing for me to do all the freaking time, I think and I thought that I'm just gonna be doing this and making this into a series just because you're all guys asking for it. So I will just be going ahead and opening up that subreddit of mine and looking what you have submitted. So the first one that we have here is cat in a vase, just because I love those silly cats always getting stuck in the weirdest places. That is a really good tattoo itself, and it does look really silly but still good. I just love the sentiment of this tattoo. I'm only confused about this little tea bag at the top, like if it was there before this tattoo, which it looks like it has been. I think it's a little bit too close to the fresh tattoo. It should have had like a little gap between, in my personal opinion. But all in all, the tattoo itself, the cat, and that looks really good. That's a really smart choice. Moving on, another one of my favorites. This is really nice. I'm just confused on what animal that is, because it looks like a meerkat, but I know it's not a meerkat. Well, no matter what it is, it still looks really good. Also, the color scheme and color palette is very fresh. Very fresh, like the tattoo is fresh, but also like the color scheme and color palette is very well chosen. I love the little flower at the bottom. I don't know if that's a peony or not. I don't think it is, but it like looks a little bit similar, like a little peony, but it looks really nice. Next up we have my black and gray girl with the dog tattoo. And this looks really cute. It's somewhat cartoony because of the eyes, but I love it. I love this little detail of it, like the eyes. The eyes look really good, that they're like almost a little bit outside of the eyelid, outside of the lids. You see what I'm talking about. I'm bad at describing these things, but yeah, and I love how she also has a little tattoo herself, and that little puppy, well, it looks like a puppy to me also, and the both of them have like little glossy eyes, and it's so cute. And I'm interested, are those like some sort of initials, like KK? Is that like the artist's like signature, or maybe is that like supposed to be a part of the sun or tattoo or something? But I can see maybe those are initials or signatures, but it looks really nice and very subtle. Next we have Freddie Mercury. Well, hello. I thought when I was gonna see one of those, only it's like photographed horizontally, and I'm just gonna try to zoom it in as much as possible to see what's up. But it looks cool. I mean, I can tell that it's Freddie, but it's like Freddie in his earlier ages when he had like really long hair. I like that you can see that it has aged a little, that it's like worn with time, but when you look at it, there are some details that you could nitpick, of course, with every single tattoo. And since I'm not a good judger of realism tattoos, because I also don't know a lot about the technique itself, because making realism tattoos is a bit different and a bit more complex than creating solid line work tattoos or just like traditional type of style tattoos, so I'm maybe not the best one to judge. But it's like, I can tell that it's him, that's important. But it looks good, this is real cool. Web tattoo inspired by Crane's web tattoo. I'm from the Philippines and a fan of you and your cool tattoos. Blackworks for life. This is such an interesting story. Yeah, also it's the same person that submitted the Freddie tattoo. I just didn't notice at first. That's an interesting story because I was doing a YouTube live video. Some of you joined my live and I was so grateful for that. We had a fun time. Someone asked if they could submit their tattoo, that they got it inspired from my tattoo that I have on my elbow, which is also like a web tattoo. And honestly, it looks really cool and also like good quality. And I mean, I love how the web is in its way like a little wonky, but that's on purpose. And I love how a little bit asymmetrical it is. Like for me, I need symmetry almost everywhere, but that little asymmetrical thing for it really does go well with it, and I just love it all in all. Next one. Oh my god, look at this detail. My first tattoo on my right calf, it represents personal growth. The flowers represent me as a person. My name, Flor, means flower. And the hand is protecting the flowers and helping them grow. The flowers grow from the veins in the hand, because it is my own hand protecting myself, as a flower. That is so beautiful. Not only the meaning behind it, but the tattoo itself. That is so beautiful. Look at it. The lines, the intricate details. Oh, it is so beautiful. The tattoo artist did a nice job, and you as a person did a nice job choosing this meaning and choosing this design. Like, that's really beautiful. I have nothing else to say about it, only the fact that it's like really beautiful. So next up we have this tattoo that is a skull tattoo behind like the neck, on this like behind the ear and on the neck. And I will be quite frank and honest, all straight up. I don't think it is too well done. I don't want to be harsh or anything, but then again, this is my personal opinion, and you're asking me to judge your tattoo, so here it is. The design itself, it's like a good idea. I don't know about the placement, but then again, you can choose to have your tattoo wherever you want, but I don't know about the quality of the tattoo. Some lines are thinner, some lines are like thicker. Could have been like maybe a different color scheme, and maybe the flowers could have been shaded differently, because I don't think the flowers are the best part. It's definitely not bad. I've seen way worse, but it's not like amazing quality wise. I don't know. It's just my personal opinion. I'm telling you. Moving on. A fresh swellbow tattoo. Swellbow? You mean like a swollen elbow? Is that a term? That's so cool. But it looks really, really good. It reminds me of this that I have on my arm myself, very similar, but it looks really good, and the solid black in it is just, love that. But of course, because it's fresh, it will look very, very dark. But it's done very well, and it suits the spot and the placement very well as well. I can't speak in English. Blackwork black mamba snake, and it is looking really good. I think I start off almost every single sentence of mine saying it looks really good, because it does. I love snakes. I love the ways you can tattoo snakes and how you can make them like warp in different ways, and this is one of the examples that it can warp, and it's like anatomically correctly warping, because you can make a snake, like tattoo and draw a snake, and it's not gonna look correct. You know what I mean? Like the way its body is twisting can look really wrong, but this is looking really good, like really good. So good job on that. My 14th tattoo. Again, I'm gonna be very, very honest, and I'm gonna straight up say, design-wise, the flower behind the skull could have been bigger, because otherwise it just feels like it's a bit random. Also, the quality of it, not good. I'm telling you my honest opinion, not good quality. I mean, if you look at the lines, they're all wibbly wobbly. The shading is inconsistent, and it just looks like a little mess. I can still tell what it is, which is, I think, also a big part of it, because if I couldn't even tell what it is, then it would be even worse. I can still tell what it is, and you can get it fixed up, like just get someone good to go over the lines so they look a little bit more even, and also the shading could have been like better, because the shading in the eye is just like, what is going on up in there? And like the beak, like it's a bird's skull obviously, so the beak part is just also very wonky, and yeah, I'm just being honest, you guys. My memento mori, Latin remember that you must die sleeve. This looks really, really good. Really, really good. Also, this type of picture submitted is very good, because you can see the multiple angles of the tattoo. So when people sometimes submit a picture of their sleeve only from one angle, it's hard for me to tell what is what, but this is a great example for how to submit a picture. And the design, the drawings, the consistency of it, oh, I love it. I love the creepiness factor to it, which for me personally is a thing that I like. Damn, this is so good. Nice work, nice job choosing a good artist, nice job getting this design. It's just like love, love, love it. Homage to my girl Miley by Alex. Haha, so I get it, I get the tattoo now. I get it. Yeah, Miley Cyrus had like this thing with her tongue sticking out, but I mean, it's cool. Looks really cool. The only thing that I'm concerned about is that the lips texture and the tongue's texture, like because of the shading, look very similar, And the lip could have been like with a little bit of a lip form. But then again, if it's taken out of a picture or something and it was like that, then it's my bad. Because I know we have different lips, different tongues, all that. But it's still looking good. My protector and muse. Oh, holy cow. The details in it. Holy shit. On the left, the protector, she watches over my creativity and emotions. On the right, the muse, she always provides me with a source of inspiration and strength. I want this on me now. I'm never gonna steal a tattoo, obviously, but like, I would definitely go to this artist to get something like this tattooed. Looks really, really good. This is just amazing. Don't you agree with me, guys? Like, oh my god. I'm so jealous. In all the good ways, of course, but I'm so jealous. So my camera turned off and I'm returning to my place, and this is the problem when I start filming these videos. I just get so carried away that I stop realizing where the time is at and what I'm supposed to do. I'm just gonna continue where I left off, was on this tattoo, which looks really, really beautiful. Again, I love how the deer in the front looks really bold, but the flowers and the other details around it are very like thin and detailed. Like, details are detailed, and they just look very feminine, and how they make the deer stand out but still like create an amazing composition. It's beautiful. This one is so interesting. So I saw this one day later after I did the third part for the judging your tattoos. So a day later I saw a girl post this picture and I was immediately shook, because in that picture she looks awfully a lot like me when I was a kid. I'm gonna throw up a picture somewhere here so you can see. It's like not exactly the same, but like because of the hair color, the haircut, just like so similar. So that was what shocked me. And also the story behind it. My newest and probably cutest tattoo. It is my favorite picture that at the time also was in our local newspaper. My dad and I at a fire station event, the day after my little sister died. That shook me to the core that moment, and still does. My parents chose to celebrate the children they had instead of grieving on the one they lost. I love them. And this is so emotional and so deep. And I mean, of course, you still have to grieve your loved ones passing away, but it doesn't mean you have to live your life around the sadness. So they chose to be thankful for what they still have. And that's also a very powerful and very strong thing to do, because sometimes sadness can just like eat us alive. And that's crazy, but this is a very inspiring and also like sad but strong story. And also like the picture is very, very cute and interesting. So for today, it's gonna be it for me judging your tattoos, because you have submitted so many tattoos, it's impossible to go through all of them. But I will be, as I said, continuing on creating these videos more often and often, because you keep guys requesting them, so I'm gonna give you what you're requesting. So if you wish to submit your tattoo, you can go to the subreddit, which is named like this, find it on there, or I'm gonna leave the link in my description so you can click that, see what's up, and submit your tattoo. I was trying to be as honest as possible. I hope you like this video. I want to wish you all a great holiday, because the holidays are here. But before that, leave me a like, subscribe, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!